All right, getting started. So you just got the app, you just got sent some seeds, and now what? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over the passport, talk about a bunch of the features, how they work, how you can interact with them, and how you can start getting more value out of this system. So when you log in, this is what it looks like. You have your available seeds up here. These are the ones that you're able to transfer using this button. So you can send them just like you could any type of money. You can use them to invite new people too. So inviting is important because it helps grow our economy, it helps grow our community, helps bring in other people who are going to help this network thrive. Now, inviting people actually costs you some seeds. You're required to send a gift of seeds to this new account. Now, what this does is it makes sure we're inviting people that we believe would become more valuable in the ecosystem and actually participate. So we're trying to prevent people from just sending out a bunch of random invites. Also, this prevents it from bot attacks that would just send out a bunch of invites too, as it requires that there's a little bit of a cost involved. Now, what's cool about this is you can actually recoup that cost up to 5 times. So you need to send a minimum of 5 seeds, but I often send more because I want them to be able to send some seeds too. So maybe I'll send 10 seeds. And then you just put in their email address, and that's it. So then they'll get an invite into their email, and then they can log in and start joining this as well. Now, what happens is if they become a resident or citizen, you're gonna earn some seeds. So you can earn up to 25 seeds. That's why I was saying 5 times your seeds for every person that you invite that becomes a citizen. So now you're probably asking, what is a citizen? So right now, seeds is talking about being a different type of civilization. And just like our current civilizations, when you go to a different country, you're considered a visitor or a tourist. So we kind of have that same nomenclature here. So when you first come into seeds, you're a visitor. But the next stage in that is becoming a resident. This is when you're more committed to the community, been here a while, you're starting to understand how it works, and you can start earning benefits. So as a visitor, you don't earn any of the rewards for participating in seeds yet. So you don't earn any harvest, you don't earn any voice to be able to participate in governance. But residents are the ones that start earning value. And how you become a resident is you can check out your progress here. So if you click here, it'll show you what you need to do to become a resident. Now the idea here is we're actually trying, 1, to make sure people who are earning value out of the system are contributing value. 2, we're preventing bots from being able to come in here and take a lot of value and create a bunch of proxy accounts, which are essentially fake accounts that are used to siphon all the rewards out. And how we do that is we got to make sure that you have a certain amount of reputation. And you can only earn reputation at this stage by having people vouch for you. So you need other people with reputation in the system to say, yes, this person's a human, I trust them, this is their only account. And if you get enough residents and citizens to do that for you, then you yourself can become a resident and start vouching for other people. So you need 50 points to be able to do that. And how that works is that other accounts that are residents and citizens would have this feature actually turned on. And then they'll be able to vouch by clicking here for other people. So what you want to do is when you first join, make some friends with some current residents and citizens, announce yourself, go to the forum, introduce who you are, which is that first stage here is actually go to the categories in the forum section. And we're going to make an introduction. So if you come in here and you actually introduce yourself to the community, new member introductions, then this is where you're likely going to get people to vouch for you and see who you are and interact with you. So come over to the new member introductions, tell the community who you are, and ask some people to become friends with you, get to know you so that they can trust you and vouch for you. Okay. And once you start earning more value out of the system, the seeds that are due for you are actually going to show up here. So this harvest section is all the value that you've earned through participating in the system. And then the final thing on your screen here is this top up. So this is where you're going to be able to go to acquire more seeds. So you can just follow that link there. So we're going to go back to that progress because I want to touch on just a few more parts of what you need to do in order to progress to a resident. The second is you got to make 10 transactions. So this is just to make sure that you understand how it works, that you're actually engaging with the community, that you're making purchases, etc. Third is you need to have 50 seeds planted. So this means you got to acquire, in this case, I need to acquire 49 more seeds and plant them because I only have 1 planted seed, I need to get 50. So this way I need to either buy some seeds or earn them. And that's what I'll touch on here shortly. But the last piece is how many friends have you invited? So what we're requiring is that you actually send one invite and that they accept it. So if you've done one, that's all you need to do to become a resident. Okay, so now we're going to talk about how you can get a hold of some seeds. So first is that top up button like I was just talking about. You can follow that or come on back over to the forum. Go to the categories again. And now we're going to go to campaigns. So campaigns is how you can earn seeds in the seeds ecosystem. So let's look at one of the campaigns that are going on. Right now, people are proposing ideas for different campaigns. So here we have Love and Light, that account, and he's talking about empowering ambassadors. So I know if you go into this one, he's talking about giving seeds out to ambassadors so that they can invite others and grow the community. Here's one idea about show seeds to grow seeds. She was talking about promoting seeds on social media and your different networks, and then you can earn some seeds that way. Here's some forum rewards ideas. And anyway, so what you can do is you could come to this campaign section and learn about the current campaigns and different ways that you can earn seeds. Now, I know there's one campaign that's active right now that's called Good Deeds Get Seeds. And this is what you actually see happening right here in the Good Deeds section of this forum. Our people are doing good deeds and they're earning seeds for doing that. So this is our way of subsidizing direct action, making the world a more beautiful place. So go out there, do something beautiful and share it. If you personally don't like sharing about a good deed that you've done, then go out there, do a good deed, and then you can share about somebody else's good deed. It's still important that you're going out there and doing good deeds because we want more good things happening in this world, and that's actually what we're paying for. But if you don't like the egotistical side that some people think it is about sharing about your own good deed, then feel free to share about someone else's. Because the other part of this is we want to spread the message of good deeds and spread throughout social media, all these beautiful things happening, right? So the other thing you can do once you first get into the app is come into the forum and just start engaging with the different topics and ideas. So, you know, there's discussions of economics taking place, on governance, on how you can get started and any questions you might have. If there's features in the app that you want added, you can do a feature request right here and etc. So there's a lot of different ways that you can engage in the community, bring your wisdom and get rewarded for it. And what I mean by get rewarded for it is as people are earning upvotes in the forum, that actually translates to reputation, which then gives you more value. So you're actually getting rewarded and compensated for coming into the forum, sharing your thoughts, sharing your wisdom, and helping evolve the system. So get involved, get active, and you can earn some value for doing that. Okay, so the next thing you can do once you get going is you participated in campaigns, you're earning some value that way, but now you can actually propose a campaign. So first thing is actually come to that campaign section again and put up an idea for a campaign that you have. Engage with the community. If you get a lot of good feedback, they say, yes, that's a good idea, then you can take it over to this co-op section and you can make a proposal for it. So here you actually see some current proposals. We got one from Haifa requesting its milestone proposal to pay Haifa for helping build this ecosystem. We have that empowering the first generation ambassadors. So you remember seeing that in the forum where this account was talking about doing this proposal. Now they've actually put it up in the co-op for voting. And then what we see here is alliances. So here's an alliance from New Mundo, and they're asking to earn some seeds, get a grant for bringing their network and their capabilities to the seed system. So if you're interested in any ideas, you can come in, you can view details. For those who are citizens, you actually have trust tokens now that you can use to vote. So you can click here. Wait, nope, this account doesn't have any trust. Sorry, I can't show you how that works. So those who don't actually have any trust tokens, this is going to be disabled. But for those citizens that are able to vote, then you can just slide this left or right, and you'd be able to cast your voice that way. Okay, but yes, come over to the forum, check it out. If you have an idea to propose, you can click this button right down here. And right here, you see a campaign. So as an individual, that's the only thing that you can propose ideas for at this time is different campaigns that we're using for funding. So whatever idea you have, do you want to pay your people in your local community to grow gardens and plant trees? Do you want to reward people for homeschooling their kids and attending certain events? Like whatever idea that you have that you think would contribute to creating a more beautiful world, it could be a campaign and we can reward people for doing it. So there's a separate video that shows you how to do that. You can watch that one. All right. Now, the next thing you can do is if you have an organization or a movement or a project or a platform or anything that you're representing that would be really powerful to bring into Seeds, then you can do an alliance proposal. But the first thing you're going to need to do is actually create an organization account, which is what you do right down here. So you can create your own business account, your organization account, and then you can go ahead and propose an alliance with that account. All right, great. The next thing that you can do is actually make your profile. So this profile is already made, but you can update your profile by clicking the profile section up here and go and add some details about yourself, because other people in the people section are going to be able to find you based off of your interests, your passion, your purpose, and what you're bringing to this community. So the people section is what we call the LinkedIn for regenerators. So this is where the social change makers and the activists and everyone who's trying to create a more beautiful world, they can come here, find each other, connect, and do projects together. So you can find the different individuals that make up this network, but also all the organizations who are a part of it. Now this is taking a little bit longer to load because we've had such incredible growth right now and we have a ton of accounts. So we're actually changing the loading parameter to only load a few accounts at a time. So unfortunately at this particular moment, it's quite long because the list is quite extensive. But anyway, so you can flow through here, you can see different people, what their passion and purpose is, how they're contributing to the ecosystem, and start connecting with other people. The very final thing that you're going to be able to do right now is come over to the market, see what organizations exist. You can look at the categories. You might be looking for causes or economic and finance partners, events and festivals, feeding agriculture, experiences, etc. So you can go to the different categories, see what organizations are in that category, and you can actually start making your purchases in Seeds. All right, so that's a quick rundown of the passport, what you can do right now, and how this all works. So really excited to have you here, have you on board. There's a lot to take in. That's why this video exists, and there's so much more material on Medium and on the YouTube channel and on our newly created library, which is part of the Joy Seeds website. So you can find a link to that in this video that'll give you a ton of information about how to keep adding value and getting value out of this movement and this transition to a regenerative civilization. So wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for being here. And if you have any questions, please reach out to the HIFA team, add some feedback, bring it into the forum, talk about it, get value for talking about it, and just most importantly, have a really good time. All right, and I'll see you next time.